What is going on, everyone? This is Barricade2091, and today I thought I'd share my thoughts about my two favorite online games, which is obviously Gears, and my second favorite, which is Halo. I don't know if any of my subbers knew this, but I actually like to play Halo a lot, and I play Halo Reach, Halo 3 sometimes, and it's honestly always been a really fun game to play, especially when it comes to custom games and stuff like that. But the reason why I'm even bringing these two up is because of the fact that I don't know if anyone's noticed this yet or ever played both or noticed or anything, but the new mode in Gears of War Judgment is actually very similar to that of Halo Reach's invasion mode. And like it says in the video, is Gears copying Halo? I would like to see what anyone else think possibly that they are, because I respect both as a game, games, and I respect both Bungie and Epic, and well, now 343 Industries are making Halo 4 and stuff. But I just always thought that it was kind of funny, because I always know that people always compare the two. I always see stuff, oh, Gears is better than Halo, Halo's better than Gears. I even saw a video a while back where they actually did a comparison who would win between the Locust and the Covenant, and just stuff like that. And I always thought that it was just pretty crazy, because they're the two most popular Xbox exclusives. Honestly, Halo is obviously the most popular, but Gears is not too far behind, at least in my opinion. And I just always, I always liked both games, and I always just wanted to, share that fact, because both games are awesome. It doesn't matter if you like a third-person shooter, you like a first-person shooter. You could always try either one, and you probably get some sort of enjoyment out of either one, because both games are really amazing. And I'm looking forward to Halo 4 and, etc., etc. But, like I was saying, if you notice, Overrun is actually very similar to Invasion. If you've seen the gameplays that they posted so far of Overrun, it says it's very basic, 5v5, which actually, in my opinion, is kind of strange. How is it 5v5 when you only could choose 4 characters? First off, that's kind of weird. It's like, so what, there's going to be 2 Barretts, 2 Coles running around? I don't get that. Maybe they'll add a new character for the 5th, I don't know. But it's actually been said in the trailer for the gameplay that it's 5v5, but there's only 4 characters I don't know. But anyways, the basic core gameplay to that mode is that the COG defends a generator, and the Locust team tries to destroy the generator, and whichever team destroys it faster wins. And basically what happens, what I mean by that, is that both teams cycle from COG to Locust. So one round you're COG, and one next round you're Locust, and whoever destroys the generator faster wins, basically. And it's kind of similar to Invasion. If you've played Halo Reach, you can tell that it's pretty similar to Halo Reach's Invasion, because of the fact that in Halo Reach it's the generator. You play as I was gonna say COG, as the UNSC, the Spartans, and you're the elites rushing in trying to destroy the generator. And some maps they change around where it's the Spartans running in and trying to, the elites trying to protect the generator or whatever. But still, it's the same thing. One team attacks the generator, the other one destroys it. And the thing that's a little different with Halo Reaches is the fact that it's not timed. It doesn't matter what team does it faster. Basically, what it is with Halo Reaches invasion mode is that basically you try to get as far as you can, and it's set up to 3 tiers. It's first of the outside, and then you get like to a middle ground where you gotta stop a second generator, and then it goes to the core, and you gotta steal the core, and then you steal the core, and then whatever if you steal the core, you win the round. And then if the other team steals the core, it actually ends up as a tie. So basically, the only way to win is to stop the enemy team from stealing the core, and then making sure that you do better than them by stealing the core. And I know that sounds kind of a little different in Overrun, but in the basic gameplay of it, it actually is pretty similar, because it's one team rushing, the other team defending, and you have a thing you have to destroy or defend, and it's just, I don't know, it's just kind of similar. And I just always thought that was kind of weird, because I don't know, to me it seems like certain times that they do kind of copy each other. I remember I thought it was pretty strange how in Halo Reach they have that, I forgot what it was called, but it's pretty much like a Hammer of Dawn. You point the laser and big old freaking missiles come from the sky. It's not a laser, it's missiles, but still, it's still basically similar. I think I remember even seeing a post by Cliffy B on Twitter saying, "Oh, Halo has Hammer of Dawns," or something like that. And I always just thought that was pretty pretty crazy, in how like both things are very compared, and always people seem to argue about which one is better than the other. And in my opinion, if you like Halo more than Gears, or other way around, I don't really care. It's fine if you like both games or if you like one or the other, because honestly, I love both games, so I can understand why you would like one or the other over the other. And it's just like, I just always thought it was just pretty, I instantly noticed it right away that Overrun is pretty similar to Invasion. But the thing is that Overrun, in my opinion, I don't know, maybe just because I'm a Gears fan or whatever, but I hope my opinion doesn't sound biased, but in my opinion, Overrun actually seems better than Invasion in Halo. But the reason why I say that is because Invasion, when you play Invasion in Halo Reach, it's just, when you're the elites, the aliens, it's, you're basically playing like the same thing. Like, you're just still first person, you still shoot a gun, and the only difference is you're taller, more durable, and you can do the roll thing or whatever. And like, your guns are different, obviously, but it's still kind of the same thing as being a Spartan. It's not too different. But if you realize in Gears and Overrun, you can see that it's very different. You get to be a wretch, a ticker, a grenadier, a drone, all that extra different stuff. That makes it more diverse and actually seems really fun. I actually can't wait to play Overrun, because it actually looks pretty freaking amazing in my opinion. It was pretty smart that they would fuse both Horde and Beast, because in my opinion, when I would play Horde or Beast, it was fun, but it was never as fun as playing multiplayer. Neither mode was never anywhere as close as being as fun as fighting other players. And just, it's a lot more fun to compete than just play cooperatively, in my opinion. In some cases, co-op is funner, but I don't know. To me, I'd rather just fight fight other players and stuff. It's a lot funner, and it just, at least in my opinion, and it just seems like pretty awesome that they were able to take two co-op modes and put them together and make a new versus mode. It just seems like pretty fun. It looks like it's gonna be fun. I mean, Gears and Halo have always been very great games, but if you noticed in certain aspects, they do sometimes kind of do, like I said before, copy each other sometimes. I don't know. I heard that Halo actually did make Firefight before Horde, but I'm actually not too sure if that's a true fact. So if you're a Halo fan and you know this as a fact, you can tell me in the comment section. But anyways, I know that Horde actually was, I know it's obviously not the first game mode of its type, but it's obviously one of the most popular, and the one that made that type of mode pretty popular after it came out. I remember playing Gears of War 2, and before I even had online, and me and my brother would always play Horde. Like, we would always play Horde, and even when we got online, we would play Horde a lot with friends, and that was before we were, when we were noobs, and before we started playing multiplayer. And that mode was just really, really fun to us back then. I remember we played it for so long that we got Gears of War 2 or whatever, and we played Horde, like almost every day online. And I went from, level 1, and I remember I went from level 1 all the way past 50. And that's quite of a big deal in Gears 2, because leveling up at Gears 2, it takes quite a while. And I know 1 through 50 isn't as bad as like from 80 to 100, but still, from just playing Horde and having the low amount of XP you get from Horde back then after the game barely came out, was kind of a big deal. And it was actually just really fun. I always liked playing Horde a lot. And I remember, speaking of that, I remember I played Horde, and one day one of my friends, told us to try multiplayer, actual versus. And we tried it, and we got trashed horribly. but we still thought it was fun. And after that, we actually started playing, versus, and then we kind of forgot about Horde. But anyways, back to what I was saying, that basically Horde was one of the very first popular ones in a while, and I remember right after Horde, and then they in Halo 3 ODST, it's like firefight, and I know that a lot of people kept like comparing, saying, "Oh, Halo copying Gears," and all this stuff. And like I said before, I'm not really sure if they thought of it first, like they were gonna put firefight in first, and they just took too long and put it in after Gears, or what. If you know about it, please tell me, because I actually want to know about that. It's firefighting, and then in Call of Duty they added, like, I think it was in Modern Warfare 2, they made one that's pretty similar to like Horde and firefight, waves of enemies and stuff. And it just seems like that type of mode kind of like became popular after Gears. Like, it's like Gears, and then Horde, and then firefight, and then whatever the one they added in Call of Duty. And I know Gears wasn't the one to invent that type of mode, but I'm pretty sure it really did help it in making it pretty popular. And just certain little things like that, I always heard people compare. And I never really, I like Gears more, honestly. I like the story, I like the multiplayer more, but I'm not gonna say Halo's a bad game, because I've always liked the campaign. I remember when I first got Halo and first tried it, and just playing the first Combat Evolved campaign, running around and on the Halo ring, that was an amazing experience. I remember playing that when I was a young kid, and that was honestly a very great gaming experience when you first play that Halo campaign. You're a super soldier Spartan, and you're just kicking ass the whole time. And and then I got into Gears later on, and actually became more of my favorite. But the reason why I liked Gears more was morely because to me it had more of a story. Like, I know Halo had a great story, but to me Gears had more of like an emotional story. I like stories with drama, more emotion and stuff, and that's why Dom was probably obviously is my favorite character, because I always liked how he was like the nice guy that got screwed over, and etc., etc., and he's trying to help find his wife, and that always kind of like strung a chord with me, because it's just like a very Dom and Marcus always kind of reminded me of me and my older brother, kind of in a weird way. Me and him always plays Dom and Marcus. I'm Dom, obviously, and he's Marcus, and Gears is just, the story always just seemed really great to me, novels and etc., etc. But back to us saying that a lot of people compare them, and if you want to say which one you like more in the comments, that's go ahead. I would like to see what what you guys think, why you like Halo more, why you like Gears more, etc. But I'm not gonna sit here and trash on either one, because they're both great games and be pretty stupid too. The reason why I always liked Gears and Halo the most, multiplayer wise, to me, is because of the fact that it's not like other games like Call of Duty and other games out there, war games, where it's like you have a bajillion different guns to choose from, and this gun's better than that gun, this gun's better than that one, you need to camp, and like all this stuff. And in my opinion, if you like COD, it's cool, but I always thought it was kind of annoying when people camp, and I've never really faced nothing too bad like that in Gears or Halo. There's been times people camp, but not as bad as I've seen in Call of Duty. But anyways, the reason why I like Gears and Halo is because of the fact that I like how it's just the set weapons, and I like the battles. Like, you can do like the Nasher, wall bounce battles, DMR, BR battles in Halo, and just stuff, precision aiming, and taking your shot, and being very decisive in battles like that are always been really great and fun to me. I just never really liked other games where it's just like spray. I never really, it doesn't seem like games like Call of Duty and games like that with a bajillion different guns, it doesn't seem like you really need to be that accurate. You just shoot them in the body a few times, they die. It's not that fun to me, in my opinion. And that's the reason why I like Gears and Halo, because it seemed more like you have to be more accurate in aiming. It takes more shots to kill, and in my opinion, it takes more skill to play those games. And that's why I just like Gears and Halo a lot. And like, speaking of that, I was thinking about maybe even posting some Halo gameplay. I have some good gameplays in theater mode. That was the good thing about Halo, that it has theater mode. I always kind of wish Gears had it, but if you guys want to see some Halo gameplay, I have some stuff I can post. But anyways, I just wanted to talk about Gears and Halo because they're my two favorite games, and I always liked how both were great games and how they even took, I guess the lesson what I'm trying to say is that they were both great games that they would even kind of copy each other sometimes. And I know that Cliffy B respects, the people that make Halo, because I've even seen pictures of, like, I remember seeing another thing on Twitter one time where he was posting that he's playing Halo Reach, and he even showed a picture, and so that's kind of cool, because to me it seemed like they kind of had like a mutual respect for each other. Like the game companies liked Gears, liked Halo, and they never acted dumb with each other. I've actually seen other game companies actually act dumb with each other, talk shit, all this stuff. Oh, my game's gonna destroy your game. I actually think they did that with Call of Duty and Battlefield. I remember seeing something like that where one company was talking crap to other, and I've never really seen anything like that with Gears and Halo. And both games are just really great. And, I just kind of wanted to, just talk about them. But yeah, anyways, if you guys like this gameplay, please like and subscribe. I do Gears of War, I do Minecraft. Thinking about doing Halo if you guys want to see some. I really actually want to do some Halo 4 gameplay after it comes out, and do Gears of War Judgment when it comes out as well. So I'm planning on doing more content in the future. So yeah, once again guys, hit that like button, subscribe, and take it easy.